Action.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 13 of the DeezQuibs podcast. I'm Ryan. We got Dino. We got Omar. It is currently Labor Day. Happy Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. Wait, if it's Labor Day, why are we working?
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, ironic.
Sure, yeah. Do we get holiday pay?
Nah. Too shy for that.
All right, Omar. What are we talking about today?
Well, first,
Nothing.
well, you didn't even let me finish.
Nothing.
All right, I think we're just gonna. Well, the big thing we're gonna talk about is
Our school.
our school.
Do
South
we
Dakota
always
State
talk about our
University.
school? When we gotta talk about something else?
That's because our school is full of like a bunch of fuckery and bullshit.
And
That's
interesting
why.
stuff behind it. What an interesting history, to be honest.
And I've only been there for 2 years, so it's kind of odd how like I immediately just I don't like the school. I've had a complete difference from going to community to here. It's completely different.
Do you feel like the only reason there's a lot of dysfunction is because of the COVID crisis? Like you think that, or do you think even before the COVID, there's already a lot of shit going down?
I think even before COVID. I remember
before.
I remember when I was applying, there would always be jokes about STD State. Like when I was at Mesa.
SDSU.
Yeah, SDSU.
SDSU is the ranked number 3 party school since 1986, according to the that one journal website. I need to fact check myself. Can we fact check that?
Good.
Basically, okay, if you Google is SDSU party school, they'll give you the first thing that pop up will be they're ranked 3, and I don't know how they rank it. Some dude parties at every school.
But I think with that what's it called? With that ranking or whatever, that comes with a lot more problems. Since a lot of parents or rich parents want to send their kid just to have the college experience.
Well, I guess it kind of makes sense with our school because San Diego is it's a nice place. You're right next to the beach.
Why is ASU a party school? Explain that.
Oh, I guess similar.
What is near Arizona?
Zones.
Is the beach Arizona? There's no beach in Arizona.
Is there a beach in that area, Ryan?
No, but we have lakes.
There's a coastal area. There's a coastal area. South Arizona. So I failed geography. I'm sorry.
But like at ASU, when I visited, dude, that shit's fucking ginormous, man. Holy, it's bigger than SDSU for like facts, big facts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what's it called? And they're kind of having their own COVID problem right now too. I checked how many COVID cases they have over there. They're at like 1,000 right now.
Yeah, so I guess a question I could ask you guys: should we be surprised that these party schools are having COVID outbreaks?
Well, I mean, because like in some of the group chats I'm in for my classes, there are people actually asking where the party's at and shit. Mm-hmm. And people always flame like the dude that asked where the parties are at too.
Mm-hmm. Like currently, it's happening right now. The SDSU area, San Diego State for people who don't know SDSU, not South Dakota State.
Yeah,
but basically, everyone's getting alerts, emails that the whole area is just having a crazy outbreak right now.
Yeah,
they're on an emergency protocol. Like no one's supposed to be there. Everyone needs to stay home.
I don't know why the fuck they even let people like go to class in person. Like they should have seen this coming, like a whole outbreak, like waiting to happen.
Yeah, what I just noticed. For the people who have luckily for me, all my classes are online. But you still gotta pay for the parking permit.
And the parking permit's still full price too. I checked last time.
Yeah. Dude, that sucked up. Because you're risking your life going there, and you still gotta pay for parking.
I know. I find that so stupid. Like, at least like lower it down, because right. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Like it's kind of hard to like get money nowadays. Don't you think?
I think they should have lowered a lot of things down, but they didn't.
Yeah,
they did the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck they raised it. It's so stupid. I swear.
Universities gotta make money somehow.
Yeah.
They supply the education, and then we we're the ones who had to consume it.
Well, I feel like inflation, right? Because remember when people always say about talk about like the 60s and 50s how cheap college was,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think inflation happened. So inflation happened for everything else, but it didn't happen for people's wages. So that's why I think like and then monopoly started happening. That's why you have like Pearson and like what's the other textbook company?
Engage.
Yeah, that's why you have those two,
Mm-hmm.
so they can immediately make money, make bank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that whole shift happened, where it's now about instead of like teaching someone, learning, it just became about let's see how much money we can make.
That's true. A lot of classes are just person. It's engaged.
Yeah.
Like the professor's just there to talk now. Your assignments are always this engage or person. Yeah, it's interesting that you point that out. Do you think you blame the president or you just blame how the schools ran
I
in
mean, that's
general?
every. I would say like that's every school, right?
Yeah. Every school.
But when I was in Mesa, we didn't really use. I think we did use Pearson for a couple classes, but it wasn't for every single class. If anything, most of the stuff was on like Blackboard for free. And then the teachers actually wanted to like be there and teach. Like we had but that's probably because half of mine were like they came from UCSD, so maybe that has to do with it.
Maybe because that's their job too.
I'll admit though, like when I
No.
go to community college professors, in my
They
opinion,
gotta be there, man.
they teach way better than like most CSU, UCSD professors. Like high key, like I learned a lot much. During my time that took summer school at like these community colleges, I learned so much from like the professors over there as well. Because like my grades, I could tell my grades are just like fucking way better than the ones at SDSU.
Yeah, Dino, you said maybe that's your job. Well, you're in the CS school, and they have shitty professors. So what do you mean by
Oh,
that?
dude.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I guess because
go into that, sir.
it's computer science. Everything's gonna be done through the computer. They don't gotta be there.
No, but like the shit, like aren't they like going through a bunch of like professor turnover and like a lot of
Yeah, like, I think the computer science department. I don't know how to look back into it, but I guess something happened with the budget and just their management. So a lot of the good professors who have been there.
Bless you.
Bless me. Sorry for the headphone users. But back to what I was saying, the computer science department specifically, I guess there's issues with their budget and just how their staff is being treated. So a lot of the good professors who've been there for like decades, they are actually starting to leave. And so there's like a handful left, like 3 or 4. And then they started hiring like brand new professors from community colleges, and so far it's just been for some people it's been a good thing because some professors are really easy, and then others they don't really know how to teach that certain class, so then it just like fucks everyone over.
but that's your job.
Well, a good example is there's this class you need to take 2 prerequisites before taking it. It's like one of the last classes. So luckily for me, the first level prerequisite, the good teacher was still there. So when I took the class, I learned a lot. Then when you take the second prerequisite, it was basically just a continuation. So it's easy for me to learn it because they're all connected. Then with these new professors, the first prerequisite is already like fucked. And then when you go on to the next classes, the students just keep getting fucked over. So yeah, that's basically the dysfunction there. Hopefully it gets better, but we'll see.
What do you think? What about you, Ryan? You were what? What? You've been like in all over
You don't
the places
even
and
know
classes.
his major, huh?
Well, I'm
Well,
trying
You don't even know his major. We spoke
He's
about this
undeclared.
so many times.
I'm in like the neutral zone of the major. I'm like I don't know yet.
But you've had like a different professor.
Wait,
so
are you in the shy zone?
I'm in the shy. I'm a shy major.
Shy, so shy.
But going back to what Omar's saying, yeah, I've had many professors before, and like there a lot of them for me, in my opinion, were really hit or miss. But then again, I remember too that like some of these professors that I've also had like their main motive or their main focus too is to also research for the school, you know. So like I can kind of get why like teaching isn't really their strong suit. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, they're mostly there for like
The research part.
the
Yeah, because don't they
labs.
get like a grant from like research? So like I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah. And then I think yeah, just part of their contract to be there is just teach some kids, share your knowledge. But like Orion said, sometimes it backfires because some of them have no
Teaching
interest in
experience.
teaching.
Yeah, they really. You could tell sometimes like which ones don't have like teaching, like don't have any interest in teaching at all. You know.
Yep. But at the same
Yes.
time, dude, there are like you said, it's a hit or miss. There's some teachers who are like super passionate about teaching. It makes
Yeah.
the class like enjoyable. And it's fun. And yeah, it's a good experience.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The class, me, Dino, and our other friends had our comms class, dude. Our professor, the fucking large lecture professor, dude. What a fucking goat. What a legend, dude. Shout out
Yes.
Michael Rapp if you're watching this. I fucking love you, bro. Love you, Professor Rapp. You're a god.
Yo, we should have him as a guest next podcast.
Yeah, this man spoke his mind every lecture.
Yeah, you see, he's a good example of like a good professor. Yeah, every time you come into his lecture, he always has funny stories. His stories tie in with the topic that we're learning. He's
Yeah.
just a good example of like a like a good professor.
what class was this for?
Com 103, communication.
Communications, yeah. Basically, yeah, he's always communicating with us. I think that's why it was meant to be a good class.
Isn't it kind of ironic though? Like you meet a communications major and they have bad communication skills.
That's what he talked. That's what he talked about. Remember his dad? He said, "I want to be a communications." And his dad's like, "What kind of job can you get with that?" He didn't support him. And he's like, "Fuck you, dad." But I think something I liked about him too was like I said, I think because he shared his stories, it was easy for the students to like relate with him.
Yeah, and
So he saved his dating stories for the end.
yeah,
Like, it was always so funny.
yeah. He's an actual legend, dude. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, I think. What did he say? I can't remember what the fuck he said for us. Like in the last day of our lecture, he said like, "Don't mistake great sex for love," if I recall.
he said, yeah, he's like, trust me, I know.
Yeah, if he says he knows, he knows.
No, dude, my favorite story from him was remember his ex girlfriend or his ex fiance he used to live with.
Yeah.
He said he knew it was time to leave when they were fighting, and she broke the sink and threw the sink at him. He's like, when you get a sink thrown at you, that's when you know.
Yeah. God damn, dude.
Uh-huh. See, SDSU should invest more into like
Professors like that.
yeah. Well, instead,
Thing is, though, it's like
Cash
for
grab.
certain majors, though, it's hard to find like professors like that too. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you're trying to go into like the STEM part of like trying to find professors like that, it'll be really it'll be much more harder. You know, compared to like trying to find someone for like business or like art or like I don't know, like whatever non-STEM there is. You know.
luckily for me, I had one good computer science teacher. All of them,
One out of your
all
whole.
of them, it was always like a struggle to pass. But I think that just comes with the obviously it just the class itself is hard, but I think it mostly came down to the professor was organized. So the one professor that I had was really good. It was just I think because he was very organized, it was easy to follow the class and do good. The majority of them, like you said, they're just there for the research, so they just throw project. My experience is just they throw projects at you, and then it's up to you to survive.
Yeah, I don't know why I still have a group project during this fucking
Yeah, I have one too.
pandemic. What the fuck? It makes it's so fucking weird.
Or I have a group project with 7 people, and they expect us to like meet, and I don't know, man. Luckily, we have a designated the project captain. He's just gonna do all the work, put our names on
What the hell?
it.
That's a Chad move. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'll take it.
But what I guess I should say, what was the reason why you guys picked this school? Like, if you had another choice, you could have gone somewhere else.
To be honest, my first I applied to Cal Poly Pomona too, but like for the longest time I was on their wait list, right? So before that I got rejected by SDSU, right? But like yeah, I was on their wait list for a while, and then like I wrote an appeal to SDSU, and then I didn't get my results till like later on, like in July, and then yeah, after my waitlist time for Cal Poly Pomona, I got like they just rejected me after after a couple months. So like, and then after that, my appeal got approved for SDSU, and I got accepted from there too. So I guess I'm trying to say like, well, Cal Poly Pomona and Long Beach State were like my first two choices, but I should have applied to more schools though. That's also what I'm trying to say.
All right, Dino, what was yours?
For me, I think I mentioned this in the previous podcast, but I think from our middle school, the thing that's pitched to the students is the Compact for Success.
Oh yes, that too.
So basically, if you just follow all the classes, it's guaranteed into SDSU. And they pitched from an early state that like SDSU is super competitive to get in.
Yeah,
And the fact that you remember Ryan in 7th grade, in our first year of middle school, they already pitched the idea that start thinking about college, SDSU.
yeah.
So from the get go, I knew SDSU was my only like primary choice. Obviously, I thought about looking at other colleges, but from the start, it was. How old were we in middle school? Like 12?
12, 13.
Yeah, from the age of 12, they already started grooming me to go to state.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's actually kind of crazy actually mentioned it. Cause yeah, dude, the way it was designed, you don't really think about other colleges for the
Yeah,
way I
especially in
perceived it.
middle school, yeah.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, I'm just realizing it now. Damn. So if I didn't go to Rancho or that middle school, would I go
Or
to
if you didn't-
state?
I mean, if you went to Eastlake, maybe.
Yeah, if you're in the Sweetwater Union District, you would have ended up at state.
Yeah.
That's true. It's just weird. At the age of 12, you're already groomed to go there. That's just crazy to me.
Dang.
Was there any other choice in the first place? Right?
I guess not then, if that's the case.
Because the way remember every classroom you have the Compact for Success poster somewhere.
Yeah.
So does that mean if you thought about going to a different college, are you throwing away a good opportunity?
I don't know.
Because from my perspective, obviously because other kids go to different colleges and they have their choices. But me personally, I think from the get-go, I felt like SDSU was the only way to go.
I think I have something similar. Like for me, for the same as you, Dino, except once I got my senior year and then I realized I'm going to be around somewhat of the same people, I said, I'm good. Because all you had to do was not get a D or an F. So I was like, this is worthless. Like, I feel like I didn't earn it. So that's why I decided to go to community, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was like, I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars just to be
I like that you said that. Yeah, so your perspective on the Compact was you said it's not worth, huh?
Yeah, I thought I was like, I didn't earn this shit. Like, I just...
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite of you. I thought, like, that's the only way. Like, people who don't do that way are fucking themselves over. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't think. I was like, I'm just going to go to community, and I'm going to go far away from everybody, and I'll think about what I'm going to do.
Olympian, remember their quote-unquote, their mission statement is to, like, get you ready for a 4-year university?
Yeah.
Notice how they said not a 4-year college, a 4-year university. Hence the Compact. Okay, this for people who don't know what the Compact is. I know I mentioned it before, but it's basically if you there's a list of classes that the school wants you to take, Because in high school you have the freedom to choose what classes you want to take at this time. Like if you want to be in regular English or advanced English, take this elective, take that elective. And the SDSU Compact for Success was if you take this classes on their list that they have, you can get in college for free. So
Not
I
for free.
thought, or you get a guaranteed admission, so you don't gotta fight
Yeah.
the other people who apply. Which I
You
thought was,
Yeah.
I felt like there's no choice but to go that route, which is
I
interesting.
felt I was like, this is like I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to spend the extra money, so I'm just gonna go this route. And then I talked to my counselor, and she told me like you can go to this college, and to transfer. And then honestly, when I was there, it opened up more like options for me. Like, oh, I could go here, here, here. But eventually, I ended up at state because
See, it was unavoidable. You were
No, 'cause it
bound
was
to
close.
be. It was unavoidable.
No, unavoidable. No, it's because it was close, and I don't know how far every other school would be.
I see.
And also,
Dude,
I read the
Mesa is further than SDSU.
Yeah, I didn't know where SDSU. I didn't
I want to go.
I didn't know where SDSU was till like when I got accepted.
Uh-huh.
I was like, where is this fucking school? But also, I read the Koala, and I was like, I like this school. I was like the way how
the
dank it
koala's
is. Yeah, the Koala's
Yeah,
hilarious.
explain everyone what the koala is.
The Koala is just like a satirical, comedic newspaper for
Very
students.
hilarious, by the way. Fucking love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I would
basically
say
it's
that-
like it's a newspaper like full of memes.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I like reading those things.
There's a lot of like anonymous like confessions too. Like you see in the newspaper as well. It's pretty.
Yeah,
interesting.
that newspaper is a good example of like what's going on in the heads of SDSU students.
Yeah.
No, dude, that's funny. You mentioned rap. I remember one time the last issue was a bunch of thirsty people for rap.
Yeah, they all kept saying like I like daddy rap or some shit like that. I remember that. I remember reading.
Yeah, dude. The funny one was I remember they said congratulations to like, the class of 19 seniors, and then do you have any last like messages you want to leave behind? And it's all like fucked up messages.
Yeah.
And then people talking about rap's head. Oh shit.
But here's one of the key differences I realized at like community, because in community I like studied my ass off, like I had to.
Well,
Like, there was like no shortcuts. No, there really was no shortcuts. But when I got to state, I realized that there was a lot of like people who would like figuratively, like literally, not figuratively, literally try to find ways to like cheat, like to find the test banks and just like form like cheat groups. And to me, this was all fucking new. Like they're not trying to pass, like to learn. They're just trying to just get by.
Yeah, dude. Something that's very interesting was because I took a couple classes at community college, a couple of summer classes, just to knock out some GE, dude. My experience at community college, like the classroom, the campus, everything, way better than university.
Yeah, I can vouch. Fuck yeah.
Classrooms are so much cleaner. The teachers are more organized, and I think it was just a better experience. And then when at SCSU, the classrooms are old, teachers are disorganized, and yeah, I think it's just so much better at community.
Yeah, I had my class in the library for some reason. I had one of my classes there.
SCSU.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, what the fuck? And then of course the bathrooms are never fixed, and there was like a shower curtain. I was like, is this how the bathrooms are? What the fuck? They don't fix shit here. What are they doing with their money?
Dude, the 4 years that I've been there so far, they're always under construction.
Yeah, even to this day.
I
like,
don't
how?
think they'll ever not be under construction.
And then what else happened? The meningitis, and I was like, what the? I never had any of these issues.
Oh yeah, what year? That was 2 years ago, right? 2018.
That was when I first got here, like at 2018.
That was 2018. Yeah, I remember I got my shots for that shit.
When me and Ryan were freshmen, I remember there was a whooping cough outbreak.
Yeah,
dude, there's always an outbreak. Now that you mention it,
yeah.
Obviously now
COVID
COVID is the biggest one.
Yeah, right.
But
now.
Prior to COVID, I think the meningitis, the whooping cough. chlamydia. Wait.
You know what? Going back to what you
Wait.
guys said about the fucking what's it called? The koala. I do remember like reading a bunch of like anonymous shit, like saying that like some people got like the clap or like something else.
Wait,
like,
Ryan, I thought you wrote that.
Fucking no, dude. The hell? The hell?
Where do you go to submit? They have their own social media, huh?
I think they do. It's to submit your own shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a saved koala, like the last one they gave out. So I think it's like a
Yeah, I wish
QR
I
code?
kept. I wish I kept all of mine.
it's like a QR code. I think you could just send.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I think if I recall, there was like in one of my classes, like I think last year, 2 years ago, there was someone that was in the koala, and I guess they were looking for like people. I guess I should have fucking like I should have.
Damn,
God damn
you
it.
missed a
Fuck,
chance.
dude, I miss I actually miss it since because of COVID. You know how we're never on campus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think I did
actually
learn-
miss-
I did learn a lot about how the dorms, like how shitty they are. Like,
Yeah.
they don't,
Yeah.
like I heard one of them has like, what's it called? Mold, asbestos,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, remember did I tell you guys a story when Ryan? Remember when he went to Charlie's dorm?
Yeah.
Oh, for people who are wondering who Charlie is, he's a friend of me and Ryan's from
Korea.
yeah. He's currently living in Korea, but he went to SDSU. Dude, I'll never forget when we went to his dorm, man. That I think that's the only experience that me and Ryan have to like observing how the kids are living there.
Yeah.
And dude, his room specifically, like none of his roommates ever changed their bed sheets. There's clothes all over. I'm pretty sure all their clothes mix. Like that's how messy it is. Your
It
clothes
smelled
mix.
too, dude.
Yeah,
It smelled.
dude, it smelled terrible. And the window was open. Remember the guy's like, it's open, man, but it smells like going away.
Yeah.
It smells like someone farted, but it doesn't go away. It's just the fart is just permanently
Just trapped
there. And
Yeah.
you gotta sleep with that smell, with that stench.
Jesus.
And then I never forget, Ryan, I made the mistake. I asked him, I said, hey bro, can I use a restroom? He's like, yeah, it's down the hall. Keep in mind, it's like a public restroom, and there's no windows, right? I don't know how, but the floor is dusty. And these guys don't flush, man.
Do you remember the sinks too, Dino? Like there was a bunch of like toothpaste shit on it too.
Yeah, when someone brushes their teeth, they just leave like the
The residue there.
toothpaste residue there. Then it's so dried up that when you wash your hands, and I try to put water over it, it's still there.
That's
You have to hard scrub it.
That's very unsanitary, to be honest.
No, but I'm so shocked that there's dust inside that. How's there dust, man? It's just that's amazing. It's amazing. And it's actually pretty. It's pretty outstanding how they don't flush. How do they? Did they just take a shit and stand up? Right? There's no toilet paper or anything.
This is the biggest mystery ever.
I'm bombarded. Like, did they take a shit, move to the next one, then wash their ass? Right?
Or maybe they don't. They just take a shit, then get up. And
Yeah,
leave.
they just shit and stand up.
I think
Dude, I'm trying to like logically figure out how is this possible.
this
It's just
this is some basic hygiene stuff right there. They failed for some reason.
you know, I saw this meme where the high school teachers are like, this shit wouldn't slide in college.
And
In college, it's all the big ass, all
That's
the water
literally
slides.
all you see too, dude. Yeah. Literally all you see. It's pretty gnarly, not gonna lie.
Mhm. Bro, our high school is more organized, way organized in college. I get college you have more freedom and your own schedule and everything, but I think you can see that it backfires a lot for a lot of these
Can
students.
backfire, yeah, it does.
But at the end of the day, it is a learning experience. So I guess they have to go through it, and it's just funny being there to observe it. Well, yeah, that's the big difference high school and college.
I learned about SDSU, about one of the dorms. Apparently, there was like a fucking I forgot which I don't remember what dorm it was, but like Apparently, they call this one T Nasty for like reasons. I think it was because like I've heard that like in this dorm there was like a porno film there, if I recall. I don't know how long this was, but there was one film there, I guess.
Were you the actor?
Nope. Fuck no, dude. The hell? This is the shit.
So are we
Were you the actress?
Oh hell no, dude.
no wonder he
Hey,
went to Arizona.
Hey, knowing how long the school's been around, I'm not surprised something like that's happened.
Yeah, isn't the oldest dorm we have like 100 years old, or like I don't know, like something like that? Because one of the dorm buildings has bricks. Like, isn't it built with bricks?
Yeah, I think the school's founded like in the 1860s, right?
One of those.
Yeah, this school's freaking old. I remember it's very related to the mission. Like the SDSU bell tower and the mission bell tower are like it's made by the same people.
You can find an old picture of like SDSU in like
Library.
the early 1900 or something like that, and it's just like it's just basically the bell tower, the big ass. I don't know how to describe the school honestly.
And
Just basically,
and there was more parking too back then.
no, it was just like on a hill.
The SoCal
was
chicken
just like
still
on a
there?
hill.
There's Aztec market and SoCal chicken there in the 1800s.
Yeah, the overpriced food. Yeah, of course.
True.
But there's no Baja Bowl since they're enslaving all the Spanish people at the time. So there's probably the American Bowl is there, not the Baja Bowl.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
American Bulls? What the hell?
And for sure, the way they're treating the Spaniards, there was no Chipotle. For sure, there was no Chipotle.
No Chipotle? Bro,
it's probably a habit because they have American burgers.
What the fuck are we talking?
For those people who don't know or aren't familiar with the SDSU campus, the places that we personally go to, there's a place called Habit where they sell
Habit Burger. Yep.
Yeah, the good burgers, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and chicken sandwiches. And then there's SoCal Chicken, which is SDSU exclusive. They sell basically just chicken bowls, wraps, anything chicken related. And then there's a Chipotle.
Which, if you don't know Chipotle, good for you.
Yeah, basically Chipotle. There's always a debate about this. Is Chipotle regarded as authentic or non-authentic?
You don't put not authentic.
So one of the comments I read was someone said it is technically authentic, but it's more catered towards like white people, Americans.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
So you can make a case that it is authentic, but not authentically real authentic. It has authentic roots.
Could that be said then with Panda Express or no?
Oh, Panda Express is like technically, yeah, it's technically still Chinese food, but for sure it's catered.
Can that be said about Vinny's Pizza?
Oh, that's when you draw the line.
What about Rubio's? That's funny. Rubio's was invented by somebody who went to state.
Really?
And yet he overpriced everything.
Shouldn't he have made it cheaper for the school then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. What the fuck?
I also heard that like the creator of Jack in the Box went to SDSU too.
Oh, damn.
You mean Jack, the actual like?
The actual Jack, yeah.
Oh,
Was he in a box back in that time too? Could be. Maybe it's his dorm.
maybe it's.
Does he flush in there?
See this is fun. This is the weirdest. But we went from like talking about what are we talking about? Like the differences.
Chipotle and
roller
Spaniards.
coaster. And then you people not flushing.
Hey, like I said, it was Jack in the Box.
Jack, maybe.
All right, that enough said. Oh, let's talk about the difference with SDSU's with our current president, how it was like before her.
I wouldn't know. I would have to ask you guys that because you guys were there for 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start with you, Ryan. So, what do you think? Did you feel any difference, or do you think it's still a shit show?
Well, from my experiences, like I didn't really pay attention to like what was really going on until like I started noticing shit happening probably within the past 2 years. So I remember like 2 years ago, right, when we got the new president, like I guess like some of our classes were canceled because the whole like new president inauguration. I was like, what the hell? So I just like, oh, okay, I just shook it off and just went home. So then like I remember reading about like how much they spent. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? That's a lot of money.
So Ryan, are you saying you're a politician?
No, but like, I mean, I just feel like you could have, with that money, you probably could have fixed up some buildings at the school,
That's funny because I remember seeing the live stream and almost no one went.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot the inauguration.
I think she had I think some professors canceled class, and then some professors were like, "What the? We're canceling class for this? No." So I still had class.
My class got canceled.
I remember that too.
I just went home.
Wait, so what was the name of the old president for her?
Oh, I remember the dude. I forgot his name. Well, I've met him like once. I talked to him because I was like, oh, "How's your day?" And then like, yeah.
Wait, wasn't Kawhi Leonard?
Yes. No, I'm.
I think it was Greg Popovich. I think he.
I forgot.
Well,
I
makes
can't remember
sense.
the dude's name. I remember what it looked like, but I just don't remember his name. Never mind. I don't remember his name. Never mind.
Oh, we got lucky with. I don't think you were here, Omar, but remember Ryan that one farmers market? We were able to meet Steve Fisher, which he's
the coach. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see the whole basketball team. You know, it's cool because I said hi to Steve Fisher, and he's legendary. He's the coach of the Fab Five.
Yeah.
For those people who don't know what the Fab Five is, Google it.
Yeah. Also know how many timeouts you have. I don't know what the.
But basically, the Fab Five was a legendary basketball team, college basketball team in the '90s, and they're like a freshman team that went really far. And their coach, he's just a really, really like one of the greatest basketball minds ever, and he happened to coach at SDSU. We happened to run into him. So yeah, it's I'm pretty sure he likes Chipotle. But if it was the 1860s, Chipotle wouldn't be there, so I don't think he would like it at the time.
Why wouldn't he like it?
The way they
He
treated
was
the
at the
Spaniards.
farmers market. He's trying something else. That's why, not Chipotle.
And for sure, he wasn't at the Japanese store. He said, "Fuck that."
We have a Japanese store.
Well,
The farmers
Japanese,
market.
like
Or vendor.
yeah, Japanese.
What's in this
yeah.
farmers market? So if
You never been to the farmers market?
No, I'm talking to about so you can explain it to the
I
audience.
explain the farmers.
I thought.
Yeah,
You've been. You've been with me. You made it sound like you never. So okay, so every Thursday, unless there's like something going on, basically it become like a little outdoor food court, and lots of food vendors would have little pop-up shops, and it's basically around like very cultural. There's a Japanese place, African, Brazilian, Mexican, and then there's a lot of desserts. But there's vegan, Thai. There's basically a lot of different types of foods. It happens every Thursday.
Yeah, it's pretty good food too, but damn, is it expensive, dude? Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the saddest semesters I had was when I have class during that time. I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
I always remember when I was waiting for you guys after your classes. You guys would always come. It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Dude, all right, well, me and Ryan we always look forward to it.
Yeah, because it's fucking good, dude. It's good.
Yeah. Dude, me and Ryan had class together on Thursdays, dude, that's where we go after class.
Yeah.
All the time.
Remember there was like a Nintendo place? Like they put like some Nintendo.
Oh, there was a Nintendo pop-up. Yeah, I remember that. That was tight.
Yeah, they're what do you call it? They're showcasing one of the new games at the time.
Yeah.
I think it was the new Mario Kart, right? Or Smash Bros.
One of those, yeah.
It was I remember it was a Mario game.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things I miss about going to campus, dude. The farmers market.
Yeah.
I mean, those are
never
actual
gave
restaurants,
those-
right? You could still go to those.
Never gave those farmers justice.
Well, one of them's an actual restaurant now. The
Yeah.
other ones are they're all just vendors, Omar. Or like
Oh.
they do like vendors for like other farmers markets elsewhere.
Yeah, their business is to pop up like at different places.
Yeah, and like they're still good food though, man. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, guys, I guess I hate to say it, but we gotta end it here. Do you have any final last words?
We somehow we made $1 over sponsorship, so I want to say that.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out Ireland, shout out Germany, you guys.
No, did you check? We have Serbia now.
Serbia
Oh,
too.
Damn, Serbia.
Damn.
Dude, looks like we got Europe is calling.
Yeah.
The DeezQuibs European tour.
Yeah.
2020 was canceled due to COVID.
I know.
Yeah.
I guess we'd like to thank our sponsor, Anchor. Right? What is this?
Yeah, do the slogan.
What is the slogan of Anchor?
It's not the one with the good neighbor.
Anyways, listen to the Attention Span
we're in
podcast.
good hands. Why?
The Attention Span podcast because it's way shorter. It's short. If you don't want to listen to a long podcast and just have a try, just try it out.
Hey, they're already listening. If they're listening to what you just said right now, they're already listening to a long podcast.
No, I say completely different stuff. I just rant and just do objective thinking.
Did you talk about how it's possible for them to not flush, but still wash their
I'll
ass?
probably talk about that in the coming one.
Yeah. Is Chipotle authentic?
Is Taco Bell authentic?
Is Ryan a politician?
No, I'm too shy for that. What the?
Ryan's cute. What the?
Oh, you want to ask him out?
Ryan, would you go out?
Fuck it.
Hey, see, there you go. See, now, who's single now again? Do you know?
That's
Oh,
right. How does that make you feel?
Shit, I guess. We really gotta end it now. Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys next time.
See you guys.
Peace.
Happy Labor Day.
Woo!
Another walk with a minute. I ain't been up on the block in a minute. I've been missing out the walk with the minute. I've been building up the blocks like a minute. Elliot, that water dripping out the city. Oh my God, boy, he got a Glock. Oh my God, boy, that boy on top.